for the test drive. This is the interior. Here's the steering wheel. This is, like I said, tilt to stop. I don't know what to say. Scopic, you know. You have a little command center here with all the buttons and the doohickeys. You can just play your CD and skip to the next song, podcast, you know. I didn't even bother to, you know, press what these. You could just toggle this. You can switch what you're doing, you know, your speed. If you don't want to watch anything at all, audio off, hold to reset, and then this is what your settings are. Eco mode setting. Okay. So blind spot warning. That's what I meant to say. Lane assist and forward. See, I can't really think when I'm driving. But here's your RPM gauge that I was talking about earlier. And this is crazy, you know. My dad's Sentra, I think man, I don't even remember how high it went on the odometer, but it really, you know, it's like you know, this goes to 160. I'm like, that's crazy, you know. I think his Sentra only went to like, because it was still out of the, you know, era of Jimmy Carter, where, you know, I think he only had a odometer that went to 85, you know. So, and this odometer matches what, you know, it's even more than the odometer in my Camaro, you know. It's weird, you know. This is a funky steering wheel, though, you know. You have, you know, this is like they're trying to copy off of the Corvette almost, you know. Well, the Corvette has more of a crease here, but this is funny right here. This is really, you know, it's not a cheap plastic toy here. It feels like it's a premium thing here. You get the cheapness with the plastic materials on the steering wheel, you know. But then, you know, you look closer. It's like, okay, you have leather here, and then you have a leather stitching here. You know, nice and comfy. I kind of like this interior design more than what I did with the Corolla. The Corolla had like a plastic gland, you know. Maybe I'll have to watch that video again to remember what I said about it, you know, because I'm too old, you know. You have a nice spot here, you know. You have little cubby holes for your keys or change, you know. Is this like a charge port? Maybe you can put your phone here and then it can charge for you, you know. Let's have a look at the here's the back seat. There's a lot of room in the trunk too. You know, it looks like there's a nice room in the back here for the seats, or for your rear passengers. You know, cut to this is the display for the radio. You know, here's a display for display. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but you can put your sunglasses in there. You have the light displays here, reading lights, you know. You have the courtesy lights here. My dad's Sentra, the lights were over here. You only had one light over here. You didn't have this, you know. He just had one little ceiling light. That little car held up well, you know. He just donated it to Ronald McDonald, I think, for charities, you know. Either that or Cars for Kids, you know. And which is funny because I thought he was, you know, he kept on saying this is going to be your first car. But, you know, it was too much. It was, I don't know how many miles, you know. That car was nice, though, for what it was. Really made him some money in the Gold Coast. You know, when he got it off of, he got that car secondhand. And whatchamacallit, you know, the guy never changed the oil, he told me. And like when he did the oil change himself, it was like pitch black, you know. He told me everything about that car. I mean, I remember you know, helping him change the oil with that car, you know. That's and then, you know, one day I really wanted him to, you know, take me home and in the truck, because that was, you know, the car that I had. That was the car that I wanted to be my first car, the Nissan King Cab, you know. But he really was a masochist with his vehicles. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Masochist, you know, with his vehicles, because it was a work vehicle, and that was more or less a work vehicle too with the Sentra. Oh, another thing. Oh, geez. That Sentra. Well, every car from that generation in the Nissan family. I don't know what the deal was with the timing chains. You know, with the King Cab, I know there was a timing chain, but he didn't. You know, he didn't even rev up that many miles to get there. You know, but the deal with the Sentra was the timing belt. They used a plastic, I think it's, or a rubber belt, a vulcanized belt, as a timing chain, which is essentially a timing belt, and that broke, you know, and he spent a lot of money to try to get it back up to snuff, and, you know, he tried to cut corners with a mechanic, and for whatever reason, it wasn't the same after that, you know. It wasn't even firing on 4 cylinders, it was just firing on 3 cylinders, you know. He could have done that himself, but, you know, that's basically, you know, what it was, you know, using your vehicle as a work vehicle. It's nice and comfy so far, you know, with this dual vehicle setup, you know. It's very sporty, you know. It's a very nice vehicle from what I feel so far. Let's see what's under the hood. So, let's see what we're working with here. Here you have the little window locks here. Windows, nice. I didn't even bother to work my mirrors, you know. I just hop in and stuff. You know what? I don't want to step in the mud. Let me pull it up a little. This is like the worst. This is a as you go type review. I mean, I would like to have an editing suite, you know, edited, and but I don't even have time for that. You have backup mirror, you know. I think the Corolla had that too, you know. It tells you how you're arcing with the wheel setup here. Let's see if I'm gonna step in the mud again. And the whole thing is muddy. That's the problem. We had, you know, a rain setup here, and okay, let's see what we got here with the hood. Oh, take the keys just in case the Sentra decides to lock us out. You know, here's a key fob, you know. You have 2, Enterprise also gives you 2. You can hold this to open the trunk. You have the door locks. This, I don't know. Maybe this is a push start, you know. It's like a little egg, you know. So let me get out of here. It's still muddy anyway. Oh. I like these wheels. It even tells you when you have a brake setup here. These wheels are very, they're cast well, you know, they're very designed. That's another thing that I liked about this vehicle. It's, for a compact, it's designed. Oh, I'm doing a little review.